evening, guys. Okay. This is horrible. Here. Now we're going here. What is up with this video? This is so. Hello. Hi there. Hey, YouTube. Hey, Facebook. I think this is really too dark. Let's see what I can do here. Oh, why is it so bright on there? Weird. Okay. Let's see how I can do this. I'm going to go this way with it. That'll be useful. You see, that seems better. Okay, that seems better. How are ya? Playing with the lights here. Playing with the lights. Here? No? Oof. Raise it up a little bit. Okay. How's that? Is that better? God, that feels bright. Too bright, too bright, too bright. Oh, dear, 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 dear. Okay, guys. Still seems bright for Facebook. Still seems bright for YouTube. Let's see if I move YouTube over here. There we go. It'll be like this. Move this like this, which why it's not moving. What do we have going on here? Oh, something's blocking it. That's fun. Okay. All right. Now let's try. How's that? I'm gonna look at some comments to see what am I doing here. Oh my goodness, Petunia, Angie. Aggie. Having a good day. It was a quiet day, Garrett. Paul, hi. Greta, Rosemarie. Suzanne, hello, 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 everybody. I'm freezing as always. I'm always trying to heat up again. Always cold. How's the lighting? How's the lighting, YouTube? How's the lighting? Seems like it's bright on YouTube. And looks like it's dark on Facebook. Hi. What do you think, guys? I can barely, it looks really dark there. You can't hear me. Can anybody else hear me on YouTube? That's weird. That's not good. Facebook looks good. Okay, good. All right. Can Angie, can you hear me? Or is there something wrong with the why wouldn't the volume be on? It's just weird. And I wouldn't know why that would be doing that. Thank you. Okay. Angie, can you hear me? You're there. Do you hear me? Oh dear. All right. Well, I'm glad. Okay, good. Facebook looks good. Okay, you can hear me on Facebook, but over on YouTube, I guess. No? Okay, no. Angie can hear me. We're good. Okay. So let's talk a minute. We're all catching on. Catching up here, Victoria, Bridget. Hey, Bridget. Oh my God. Happy Friday. Oh my goodness. Okay, thanks, Paul. Thank you. Looked over there to see. Yeah, it's been a heck of a week, huh? We had an ice storm here in Connecticut. Well, I should call it an ice storm. It was an ice morning. How about black ice morning? I don't know if you saw the pileups that we were having on our highways and our side streets, and our schools didn't cancel until the 9th hour, and many kids already left for school, got in accidents. My son's teacher got in an accident. A school bus almost tipped over. It was fun, and that was Wednesday. And then was that Wednesday or was that Tuesday? Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. Anyway, it's a blur. And then we had snow today, and I closed the store, which was a nice, relaxing thing to do. Hey, Petunia. And it must have been fun for you, Bridget. How was it there with the planes and everything? It must have been a mess at the airport. Can you imagine? Anyway, I want to read cards, of course. But I gotta tell you, when I take off my glasses, I can't see comments. I swear. I bet it is. I bet it is. Some of the wonderful, all that high-tech equipment, all the electronics that you deal with might also be amplifying other things. Other things, being in the metaphysical, have been off the hook for a couple of months now. Really amped up this week in a big way. For God's sake, I just did a private reading a couple of hours ago and using Facebook Messenger video, and you could hear things clunking around, and there was no one else in the house but the person I was talking to. And had someone in the shop yesterday that had a visit from a paranormal investigative team that I had sent in, or asked to go in. I shouldn't say I sent them in. A friend of mine who runs the team sent them in, and actually had a tooth literally fall out of her mouth, just doing nothing, and not like a tooth problem, not like there had been a pre-existing issue with her teeth. She's like, this is just getting crazy. Very angry entity. That not good. Very attached. I told you. Let's see here. Yeah, loud. That's the word for it. Hey, hi Sandra, Vanessa. So yeah, I told you guys a few months ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, I had a cop in the shop that lives one town over. Stopped in. Was just because the shops are inviting. I mean, it's got a nice purple door. It's a stone front building. It's a lovely place, and it looks inviting, and as it's meant to. And nice, big, very relaxing. But he came in. Oh, the connection in YouTube's unstable. Well, aren't we all? Isn't it all unstable? But he had even said they were seeing things that they weren't talking about, but amongst themselves, the police officers were talking and seeing things that they had never seen before on the streets. So it's just amping up, and I don't see it getting any better. I am hearing things from the hospitals. Someone very dear to me had what seemed like a demonic thing, possession, wandered in and behaved very much like a stereotypical, and again, no drugs in the system, CAT scan clear, no schizophrenia, nothing. It just was a full out break out the holy water, calling out many names, kind of a thing. So that was fun. That was a few days ago, but I'm hearing it in a lot of you are sharing with me stories, and so I have a sage salt bath and warding paper that I send out. If you would like to receive it, just email me at Lenhard, Lenhard, at Comcast.net, and just put in the subject line cleansing papers. I'll get those out to you. And that is just a basic beginning. Cleansing, salt bath, warding your property so that what you ask to leave or you have leave doesn't come back in. So you want to ward the property, ward your home, ward yourself. And that's a good start. And it's time. It really is time to put your house in order, I think. I really do. I've not been happy. I've been unsettled. But I've not been rattled years. But I do watch environmental news. I do watch headlines. I do to a lot of people. Guys, I talk to people all over the world. And the cool thing about me, I want to check comments really quick. The connection lost. Oh no. Okay, do we still have connection? Thank you. Thank you, Nancy. All right. Facebook, we still got a connection there? Let me know. Okay, I'm seeing. Okay, good. Back. I don't think the snow has probably helped. Hey, Sha. Okay. All right. Okay. So, the nice thing is at this point, I read all over the world. I read people all over the world. So if I have a question about, let's say, the Palestinian-Israeli thing going on, whatever might be going on, I can call my friend Carol Eisenberg. She doesn't have kibbutz in Israel, and ask what's happening. I have friends all through Europe, Australia, um, you name it, New Zealand, and Ireland. If I want to know what's going on, I have people I can call and ask what's happening over there. They're talking about this, but is this what's really going on? Germany, I have a few in Germany, Scandinavia, and so when I say I'm nervous, it's because I'm hearing things from a wide audience, not just my own little sphere of experience. Which honestly, I stay really close to home these days. Really not going out a lot. Grocery shop late Sunday night. I can be in it pretty much by myself, and a little bit for some errands on Monday, and I'm pretty much home and in the store, of course. I have to laugh, and I'm going to just, and I don't care. I don't need to know. You need to know where you're pulling your energy from. What does it look like, sound like, smell like? What? Okay? Hey, Nicoletta, you made it. Hi, Pam. So, the universe is a big place, wide place. It's like fishing in the ocean. You know what you're going to pull up if you drop that hook in deep enough. Know where you're directing your energy and know where you're pulling your energy. And that might want to be your thing for 2022. A lot of talk about setting up altars, which is wonderful. An altar is a working space where you work your magic. That's an altar. A shrine is different than an altar. And many people have shrines in their home. They don't even realize it, but they've got shrines in their homes. A shrine is a place where you focus energy in memory of something or someone, but you actually work at an altar. That's where you would burn your candles. That's where you would do your manifestation work. That's where you would, an altar. Okay. Bring in a circle with you if you're doing some high ritual, but that's the altar. And it's whatever you put on your altar, however you see deity. And I have a hard time believing that anyone here isn't a deist. I mean, it's got to be coming from somewhere, right? However you see, the one, the way. It has to look like something. It has to be something in your mind that's concrete. I don't think it'd be completely amorphous and then effective. It's like I drink the ether. I live off the dew. It's like, well, that's great, but I don't think so. It's going to be a little more solid than that, right? And I believe that the deity wears many faces and has many names, but it does have a face, it does have a name. There's however you call on yours. And I've got folks coming in and they are apologizing. Well, Jesus, there's nothing wrong with that. If Jesus is on your altar because you're Christian or you're Christian based, there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I'd rather see Jesus on your altar if you're familiar as you work with than some, let's say, Indonesian entity that you've never known, that you don't have any commonality with, but you picked up a cool statue and thought it'd be neat to do, or one of the Scandinavian gods, or one of the Norse tradition that, well, I watched Vikings, so I want to worship Thor. Well, okay, but it's a little more involved than that. So it's a good time to start reading and studying. This is the dark half of the year. We're entering into the light half. Excuse me. But it still feels like the dark half. We're still early. I'll mix up here. But crack some books, do some studying, and look at the history of what you believe and the depth. I mean, theology is fascinating all by itself, how they all kind of run together at different points and how all roads kind of fall into the one, but they all are all distinct. paths. They're all distinct in the way that we follow them. And that's true even of the Christian religion. If you were to sit there with a Seventh-day Adventist, a Baptist, a Catholic, a Jehovah's Witness, a Mormon, a Presbyterian, a Unitarian, and you put them in a room together, you'd be like, what do you have in common? Well, basically Jesus and the Bible, but they all practice a very different way, right? But they're all Christian based. So all I'm saying is, and there, you wouldn't confuse the Catholic Mass with, let's say, a Mormon or a Baptist. So I mean, I don't know Mass. I know that they're not called masses. But do you know what I'm talking about? So I'm just saying, have some grasp of what you believe. Well, a lot of people don't want anything with religion, and that's fine. But there's still a rhyme and a rhythm to everything. There's laws of science that we have to, laws of nature that we have to abide by. Nature abhors a vacuum. It's why we offer tributes or sacrifice, why we fast, why we give offerings, because we shouldn't take if we're not going to give. Something's going to give, so we may as well give something that's pleasing to the divine that you're asking for help from, right? As opposed to them just taking what they want. I like that so much. Sorry, guys. Bounce here. And let's see here. Let's see what the comments are looking like. Hey, Christina. Hi. Hi, Karen. How are you? So I'm not telling you what to do, but given the nature of what our world is looking like right now, it might not be a bad idea to just kind of pull your belief system together a little bit. Just kind of tighten up a little bit. And if you are on an airplane that was going to crash, the pilot said, this is it, we're losing altitude, the engines are out, and this is it. There's nothing we can do. In those seconds, minutes, seconds, whatever, who would you pray to? What would you say? Minutes left, you're leaving this earth. It's inevitable. Who are you praying to? Who are you asking for help? Start there, okay? And I'm laughing too because I've had people, for some reason, I guess the new year brings out resolutions, and a lot of people are really unhappy with their careers, really looking to change their lives. That's common, but I think never more so as we're seeing people leaving jobs and not returning to the workplace and not wanting to return to a traditional setting. And they'll sit down, well, I want to do what you do all day. Like, what do you think I do all day? Like, well, read cards. And I'm like, you think I just read cards all day? And they're like, well, yeah, what do I want to do? I'm like, so you don't really aren't that fond of eating or paying your bills, then I take it. Everyone is reading cards right now. It's kind of like Reiki from a few years back when everyone was trying to be a Reiki master and then have a Reiki business, and it didn't work out too well. If you want to pay your bills, have health insurance, you're going to probably do more than just flip some cards. Yeah, you could move to New Orleans, you can move to Salem and maybe make a name for yourself. But the odds that you're going to do that on TikTok and make the money you might want to make, if there's no one else helping you out with that, living home with mom and dad, that's great. But if you're trying to support a household, that might not be quite so possible. The reason I work a 12, 14-hour day is not because I'm flipping cards all that time, although I do late at night, do a lot of people that are in strange time zones. But I have to stock my store. I have to place orders. I have to unbox orders. I have to clean the store. I do my taxes. I have an account at the end of the year, goes through them, but I do my monthly taxes and I pretty much do my annual taxes too. I am making appointments. I am organizing the newsletter, other writings, other things I do. There's a lot more than just flipping cards. I flip cards in between customers and I do my $5 thing, but there's a lot more to it than that. Oh boy, and a lot more invested in it than just, a deck of cards and some stones. I have invested a lot of my life savings in the store, and it's certainly paid off these past few years, but it has been a grind of 15 years. So you have to allow for that, for growth and all that. I'm always happy to help someone who wants to start a business. I'm happy to talk business and give direction. But I do want to say I take a couple of accounting classes. Take some accounting classes. You have to do a balance sheet. You have to have a business plan. I call mine a vision statement, but it's a business plan basically. And I started out with that. Read some good books on business, and luckily, any state you live in. Now I can only talk to Connecticut, but I can tell you that the people at Revenue Services, they want you to start a business. Like they are going to help you all they can. They want to do that. Why? Because it's tax revenue. So they are totally invested in helping you start a business. And I'm going to be willing to bet that all 50 states are the same. If you go to your local, I'm trying to think where I went to. I went to the DRS office. That's how I started my business. I got my forms right from the source. I actually went there in person and they sat with me and they told me what to do and how to start. Also, a lot of you start off a little too heavy. I saved one young woman a lot of money. She was in the process of doing an LLC, and I said, "You haven't filed anything yet, have you?" And she goes, "No." I said, "What's your business?" And it was a craft business. I'm like, "Do you own a home?" And she's like, "No." "Do you have any assets?" She's like, "No." I said, "Why are you doing an LLC?" It's like, "Well, someone told me." I said, "Told you what? If you've got nothing to protect, there's no reason to have an LLC. Sole proprietorship, it's $50. It's an easy thing to do. Start there. You can probably stay there. I stayed a sole proprietorship in my store for the first 10 years of my business. I turned to LLC when I moved it to Derby. So yeah, there's a lot that you may not know, and you won't know unless you crack a book, or go talk to people who can tell you how to start a business. But if you want to enjoy getting wholesale prices and tax write-offs, and you do need to start a legit business with legit business cards, and unfortunately, you got to pay your taxes. You have to report your income. So that's one thing I wanted to talk about. And anytime somebody wants to talk about business with me, I am in the process, it'll get there, of writing a book on spirituality and business. And I have two friends, dear friends of mine, who one has been a realtor for over 40 plus years. Hello. And the other owned a restaurant and then a spiritual center over in Fairfield. My friend Denise, and she owned Tucker's Cafe. And so how women run businesses and then how we run spiritual businesses is and build confidence and build a team. Hey, what's that? I know. Okay, give me my eyelashes. Thank you. So anyways, that's what's going on. If anyone has any questions, I'm always happy to talk business. Okay, I'm always happy to help you get if you sources, stones, crystals. I mean, I'll happily share resources with you. The more the better. Keeps everyone happy. Everyone stays solvent, and that's a good thing, right? Hey, Elizabeth. Most businesses fail in the first year, and people don't realize. And I will tell you one more thing. And I was just talking to someone about this too. Also owns a business. There's this thing called the honeymoon period when you have a business, and it's when your spouse or your partner, your children, everyone is just 100% on board, like 100% on board. It lasts about 90 days. That okay, I'll be at the shop. I'll be busy. I gotta go. I gotta go. Okay, and then it turns. Roughly 90 days. It's like, why can't you just close and come home? Why can't you just leave and come get me? Well, I need this now. And you're like, I can't just close the store and leave. I can't. Okay. And that's another challenge too. It's trying to keep a family and a business when you're working at, I'm telling you, 12, 14 hours a day, easily. It's unless you've got very deep pockets and you can afford to get a staff on board and do all that, and then you probably do have an LLC at that point because you got to pay a staff. But it's something. Yeah, I've got like 3 books, Garrett. Don't hold your breath, please. I really, when I think back of the 2 months I was closed, I could have at least finished one of them. They're all partly written, Anyway, any questions, guys? Anything going on there in your homes or in your businesses you are really a treat, my friend. Anything going on that you are seeing that's, yeah, the Wizard. I've heard about that one, Paul. Yeah, it was the Wizard. There was, oh gosh, of course, Purple Moon. There was Magic Mirror in Milford. There was Pymander in Westport, then moved to Norwalk. We have a handful of shops, and as far as witchcraft goes, we have a lot of goddess shops, a lot of New Agey shops, but as far as, there's only a few witchcraft stores in Connecticut. But yeah, I heard good things about the Wizard. Avalon. So you worked with Ainsley? Vanessa? Love her. Like meeting a celebrity. She came in the shop a couple of times. It was like, oh my God. Wait, I'm looking at this here. Yeah, oh, please. Please. Halls? I'm trying to read this here. Hold on. Okay. I'm sorry, Halls. Wow. Enchantments, and they've got a really good reputation, Denise. You are out of control, bud. Stop it. Yeah. And of course, oh my goodness, Pretty Little Witchcraft that just opened up in Seymour. Please check them out. She's a sweet lady. And it's a really nice store, bigger space. I'm jealous. There's some really good room there. Are you just losing your mind? Really? Huh? Your beak trimmed? Is that what you need? Is that what you're telling me? Huh? Huh? Tough guy? All right. So yeah, please, and you know, go to these shops and give them some business because we need everyone to stay in business. So it's important. When one is healthy, we're all healthy. Yeah. It is good to see new stores opening. I want them to stay open too. So listen, if no one is having anything going on, yep, Garrett, good. I'm glad you got in there to see. I'm going to shuffle cards and we'll do some Tarotscopes. So we're going to go back to our regular old 6-card spread. And as I always say to everyone, it's a 6-card spread. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Please, if you read tarot, follow along at home. Yes, I'm going to start with Aries. I promise, Sandra. last week I did it backwards. I was trying to shift up the energy and maybe usher in some new energy for 2022. We need new energy. We need something new. 6-card spread. First card is the situation. Second 2 cards are what are directly impacting the situation. And the last 3 cards are the outcome. I'm telling you what I see, how I read. Please, again, throw your cards and see how you interpret them. Obviously, I always say this. I'm sorry to repeat myself again. Not every Aries is having work issues. Not every Pisces is, you know, relationship issues. It's not like, but very often in my readings, in my private readings, people come in and mothers thinking about their kids, people thinking about their best friends, women worried about their husbands, and husbands about their wives. So sometimes it isn't really about you. And so something might be coming through that is relevant to someone that you're close to or you care about, in terms of what I'm hearing for your sign. It is the sun sign. I'm not doing the moon. I'm not doing the rising. I have a different take on rising signs. I know a lot of people, I put a lot of emphasis on the moon, and I've done moon readings. Moon is actually, according to many astrologers, more important than the sun. It is your internal emotional self. It's how you make your soul happy. You live your sun, you feed your moon, as they say. Your rising sign, for me, is kind of like the clothes you put on when you're going to work. So you're in scrubs if you're a nurse, and you're in a suit if you're an executive, or you're, you know, put on an apron if you're a chef. It's how you want people to see you, how you want to be perceived by the world. That's your rising sign. And it's how often, if you're guessing someone's sign, you'll guess their rising. You won't guess their sun, but you'll guess their rising. Because it's really how you outwardly face the world, how you want them to see you. How you want to be perceived. So it's the clothes you put on, it's the way you carry yourself, it's the way you speak. That's your rising. Okay? Sorry, my nose is itching. But I don't put much more on it than that. You know, I put a lot of emphasis on the moon. Obviously, your Mercury, your Mars. You know, how you communicate, how you take action. But again, the sun and the moon are my big focus. And in this case, I am reading the sun, your outward vital self. Okay? The best way to think about astrology in the natal chart is think about, have you ever watched when they do for police dramas or police work when they're trying to put together a image of someone from a picture, and they work with like a clay, you know, building a clay face, clay head. Sometimes they're doing it, oh my God, when they find a skull, they're rebuilding the face and the body around it. Well, think of the skull as being, you know, your basic sun sign. That's your, you know, your sun. But then where the clay goes, the color of the hair, the color of the eyes, the shape of the mouth, the shape of the nose, that's how you know you're being impacted. That's the Neptune, the Venus, the Mercury, the Mars, how those are kind of shaping you, so to speak. So you are an Aries, but then what kind of Aries? Are you a quiet Aries? Well, you might be. You might be if you've got Taurus in your third house. You know, Taurus is known for speaking a lot, and if it's, you know, in that house of communication, maybe you're a quieter Aries. You know, you may not be a very aggressive Pisces, but if you got a serious Neptune going on in your 12th house or in your 8th house, that would certainly change up your energy real quick. So that's how astrologers read the charts. I had just today suggested to somebody, and they did it. It may sound silly, but if you go to elsaelsa.com, for $10, you can order the child's natal chart and learning tool. It's a good chart. Your what you find important will change, but you're always that basic Aries, right? If that's your sign, you're just gonna mellow out a little bit, or not, right? Okay, so let's just see what else is going on here really quick. Okay. Yep. ElsaElsa.com. And you just go ahead and under the reports, they're $10. A Gemini sun, an Aries moon, and a Scorpio rising. How intimidated are people of you, Jennifer? My goodness. I'm sure you intimidate. Usually Scorpio rising are the people that people tend to be intimidated by, despite that friendly Gemini sun. Aries moon, there's a lot of Mars energy there. You probably could talk your way out of anything, too. Are you in sales, Jennifer? Just out of curiosity. What do you do for a living? Okay, I can't see a comment here. That would be a classic sales position, actually. No? What do you do for a living? Wow, okay. Well, Scorpio. Let's see that. Do you find that women are intimidated by you especially, or do you intimidate people when they first meet you? They find you hard to get to know or hard to figure out when they first meet you? It's hard to know without knowing where those houses fall. Teaching job. Wow. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Well, your Gemini sun would like that for sure. Gemini are always have a lot of balls up in the air, and then they're happiest. I always say if they could be a year in your sign for sure, then So, all right. So we're going to start with Aries. I'm frozen again. Okay. Oh. Here we go. I think it's open. I think it's better. Okay. All right. Aries. All good. Thanks, Garrett. Okay, Aries, we start off with the Five of Coins, the Devil reversed, the Queen of Cups reversed, the Two of Swords, the Page of Wands reversed, and the King of Swords reversed. All right. That's not great, Aries. Financial concerns. It starts off with that. And rock in a hard place. The desire to get away from or get out of a situation that's toxic, that's not working for you anymore at the same time. Aries, it looks like you're tired. I have to say it's Aries usually is always happy to have a fight, but oh, sorry. Aries is always ready to go to battle. Aries is always ready to take it to the mat, but not right now. Aries is tired. And they've got themselves in a situation, there's a situation where there's no easy answer here. It looks like it's going back and forth between career, getting out of a situation, looking at the Page of Wands reverse, not feeling like there's any forward motion, nothing going forward, and yet there's nothing else presenting itself, as another option. So you kind of got to stay the course, even if you're not feeling it anymore. I don't think you're feeling it anymore. Like I think as we're realizing that it's really not the best place for you to be, but without a plan B, you're kind of stuck here in limbo. Waiting for someone to make a decision, and they're just not. Okay, King of Swords reverse. There's just no communication, and honestly, I think you're starting to lose faith in someone's ability to make a decision at all. Anyway, certainly one that'll benefit you, Aries. It looks like you're kind of shit. This isn't what I want at all. And I have to say, right now, for Aries, the important thing is to remove things that are toxic. However you can, whatever you can do to oh man. All right. Am I still on YouTube? It looks like I am. Maybe on YouTube, just give me a holler. Stuck in place while someone that isn't you makes a decision. That's what I'm seeing. And in the meantime, whatever feels toxic, whatever doesn't feel healthy, you got to get rid of it. Whether it's your own bad habit, people you hang out with, whatever it is, you got to bring the energy back up because it feels pretty low right now, and depressing and really a lot of anxiety. Okay, but until you get a decision, until you hear what's moving forward, it's not you. You're kind of stuck in place right now. Okay, these are short-term readings, so it's not like you're stuck in place for the next 10 years, but we'll look at this again next week. But right now, I don't see the ability to make a decision hinges on someone else. Okay, thanks, Dina Marie. All right. Oh, good. Thanks, Garrett. Okay, thanks, Sandra. All right. Yeah, I hate that. And I think a lot of us who like autonomy, and getting back to the idea of owning your own business, is that you're not waiting on someone else to make a decision. You make the decisions. Yeah, that is the good thing. But you gotta have A lot of patience and solid nerves, because you pay yourself last when you have your own business. You're the last to get paid. And Knight of Cups. This is interesting. I'm wondering, Taurus, if it's you or if it's a young one in your family who's waiting to get through with school, or or actually looking to possibly transfer in order to get a job, and not happy with what's being offered in front of them. They're thinking now maybe they need to leave the area. That's one way at this. Another way is someone waiting to get their master's degree. That Magician card often speaks to an advanced degree, educational degree, to make the money to allow them to move forward, to leave. The idea of leaving home, 8 of Cups, you can't get around it. Knight of Wands, fast action, creative opportunities. Page of Cups, a young person. Not sure what to do yet. And here, this is interesting. So with Taurus, with Aries, we have someone blocking it, waiting for them to make a decision so we can make our decision. And in this case, Taurus, you're kind of your own worst enemy here, because until you know what you want to do, you're not going to do anything. Again, this idea of being stagnant because, well, for one, lack of money, but another is you don't really know what you want to do. I don't think you're really clear where you want to go. And I'll tell you, for Taurus to want to be going, that's something right there, because they usually don't. Taurus is not usually happy with the big changes of environment necessarily. Again, depending on their chart, where their moon is, all that. But most Tauruses would prefer you come to their house, even as children. They're the ones that would host the sleepovers. If they go to a sleepover, they bring their pillow, their blanket. Thank you very much. They like to be comfortable. And they're most comfortable in their own home, with their own things and their own food, which they'll happily share. All right? But Taurus, until you get a plan, it looks like you're not doing anything. A plan and the plan to make the money to support it. But the idea of leaving home, the idea of relocation, the idea of a move, right there. Okay? Hey, Anna Maria, how are you? Hey, Leslie. All right. Gemini. Gemini, the first card up is the 5 of Cups. And that's usually crying over spilt milk. Regret. Mourning. Not such mourning. I shouldn't say regret. It's a regret card. 7 of Swords and the 9 of Wands. The Hermit, Queen of Wands reversed, and the 10 of Coins. Well, Gemini, this is more of a Sagittarius thing, but something may have happened at work and you're embarrassed. It may be something that you engaged in some gossip, or you heard something you weren't meant to hear. I don't think, like, I don't want to be here anymore. You're either looking to get promoted out of a position or looking at a new job. But this idea of and I say it's regret, because I think maybe you spoke at a turn, you joined in on a conversation, because now you're like the odd one out now. That's why I'm seeing this, Gem, is now you're kind of the odd one out. The Hermit. And I really get the sense you want to start fresh in a new location or new department. And the other thing, Gemini, is the idea of purchasing a home or doing work to your home. The idea of the 10 of Coins is investment in real estate. So either you're investing money in the house you have now, or the idea of purchasing a home. And it looks very positive. It looks very good. Don't beat yourself up. But it looks like you might have been saying something, and the person you were talking about may have heard you. But there's this sense of, or maybe you didn't think people were like that. Maybe you didn't do anything at all, but some people revealed themselves at work that they're gossipy, and there's still a sense of embarrassment by the whole situation. And this idea of, I don't want to be here anymore. Hardworking. It's not about your work ethic. It's not about you not wanting to work. It's about not liking this gossipy, office politics kind of thing. And you're ready to go on to the next thing. I don't think it's stopping you. Nothing stopping you at all. You may want to be running a business or working out of the home. That might be something else that could be happening too. This idea of when I say real estate investment, it's also working in the home. Anytime the home makes money for you, that's that 10 of coins. Whether you're selling it, you're renovating it, you're doing something, but you're investing in home. It could be. You could be moving. You could be moving something, or someone's been making sure you wouldn't be comfortable in this situation. So I am seeing you wanting to leave the apartment, possibly the job altogether. I don't love the energy where you are. Going out of plan lost. Okay. Well, Jennifer, yeah. Okay. Are you running out of your house, Jennifer? Is the business out of your home? So, Cancer. Now. Okay. Cancer, we have the Lovers. We have the Hangman. We have the Four of Coins reversed. Ace of Cups reversed. King of Cups. Nine of Cups. Wow, that's a lot of emotion. A lot of emotion going on here. A lot of love, waiting patiently, and for good reason. Serving a higher good through sacrifice and waiting. Delayed gratification. I want to say Four of Coins reversed. I think you've identified, Cancer, a new revenue stream or some new. Hello. King of Cups, the Nine of Cups. I'm not sure you really love what you do for a living, but I think you do it for the people that you love. I think you do it to bring home and support your family, and but I don't feel that you love it, that you love what you're doing. You're doing it more for the paycheck and looking up Nine of Cups, and I guess say it seems to be Coins reverse. Definitely turning around financially. I want to say it's you're waiting for this. It looks like it's something you've wanted for a long time. Or you've been working all this time again to serve a higher good. That Hangman, that idea of delayed gratification or doing for others. That's going to stop. There's something new coming up, and it's going to be what you want to do. And the money is still there. But this is something that you've wanted to do for a long time, and it would build your career, more than just being a paycheck coming home. I mean, this is a good reading for that. Just gotta wait a little bit longer. But it's coming. It's coming. All right. Okay. The other thing that might be weighing in on some of these readings as I think about it, it's been weighing on me. And then slowly we're seeing people going virtual again. So when I see these things with house and working out of a house, I'm wondering if, Sonia's school shut down last week. We're seeing people that's just, and it's not just with the COVID, there's no one to staff because of COVID. Restaurants are shuttering again. I don't want to, and I hate to talk about it because I'm really not trying to be the bearer of bad news. I don't like that, but I'm wondering if maybe some of this home stuff I've been seeing it a lot, is because we may have to go back. And I hope not. Believe me, I don't want to. I don't want to close down again. I don't want to see my kids home from school again either. But this idea of that may be something that's coming up. But they're talking about it, that's for sure. I don't know. I think in some industries it's inevitable. All right. Leo, we have the Eight of Swords reversed. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Seven of Cups reversed. We have the Three of Coins, the High Priestess, and the Chariot, a loud bird. Well, for Leo, it's turning around. It's been good for Leo for quite a while now, a good solid year. There's been some really good stuff coming for Leo, but this idea of the end of anxiety, the Eight of Swords reversed, new communication, fresh communication, knowing exactly what you want to do. Three of Coins, celebrating money. High Priestess, listening to your intuition. And all this kind of ties together with a wonderful, Chariot card, which is full speed ahead. Just it's ready to go, ready to rock and roll here. There's really nothing holding you back. It is actually a very good reading. Celebrating money coming in, and I think that was like the last piece of the puzzle. And you're off to the races. And with her, one more card, just in case there's something else Leo needs to know. Okay, Strength reversed. Okay, watch your health in this case. Strength reversed is don't burn the candle on both ends. I know pot calling the kettle black bottom here, but yes, Leo, be careful. And even I listen. I've upped my vitamin intake. Which I've always taken supplements, and I've always taken supplements designed for my immune system and all that. But Leo, for you especially, make sure you get enough rest. Make sure you get enough rest, and you're not stressing yourself out too much. Okay. All right. I don't want to say it's almost like out of excitement, not sleeping because you're excited, making plans and seeing things happen, and it's manifesting beautifully, right? But still, get some sleep. You are off the hook. Okay, Virgo. We have Judgment reversed, the Tower reversed, the Three of Cups reversed, the Page of Coins, Temperance, Two of Coins reversed. Ooh. Wow. What's going on? What's going on? You're crazy. So Virgo. Hey, Facebook. Hey, YouTube, rather. Excuse me. Okay, you're back. I'm sorry. You were offline there for a minute. So anyways, Virgo, this almost looks like I'm looking at two different people here in this reading, not just one. This idea of Judgment reverse and the Tower reverse has you ready to make some changes. To bring balance, I think maybe it's time, if you've been working really hard, scale back some hours. You just balance. Money's there. Page of Coins, Two of Coins reversed. But it's balancing. I think it's time, honestly. And possibly time to date, time to spend with your significant other. That might be part of it too, or even looking for someone, the idea of having some time to go on a few dates. That's where the lack of balance has been. It could be deeper than that in terms of you might be ending a business relationship. Okay, that Three of Cups about that, but you're not feeling it anymore. The Three of Cups reversed is that. No. Hello. You got money, you got a backup plan. That's for sure. Money and a backup plan. Come on, Orlando, come here. Come on. No? Okay. No, the money's there. Whatever you're doing, the money's there. So if you're getting out of something, you can buy your way out, basically. And that may be what's happening here. Okay? Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm hearing something here. I can't imagine you're going to bring in a lawyer on this, just to be clear, although I just heard you may want to get professional help, professional advice rather. But I really think this is more about you scaling back, Virgo, and having time to spend people you care about. And to that end, yeah, the money's there. And I think if it's a matter of promotion or more work, I think you're going to say no to that right now. I think you're going to say no. I need to be actually enjoy my time and enjoy what I care about, and finding your sweet place where you can both. You don't have to work, let's make a living. Most of us do. All right. Okay. Libra. A lot of Libras coming in for readings too. A lot of Libras. Just be clear about that, okay? My God. Eight of Wands reverse, focusing on work. Four of Wands reverse. It's grind. Knight of Swords, strong communication. King of Wands reverse, male workaholic. Six of Coins, bonus money, the Hierophant. Well, sticking with what you do and the money's coming in, that's the good news. But damn, Libra, it's coming at a price now. Work. And I've got to say, it looks to me, the cards are saying focus on work, focus on your job. That's fine, the Eight of Wands. I want to say in this case, Libra, you might be negotiating the title, a job title. Like, I doing more work, I want the title, it goes with it, and hopefully the money too, which I'm going to say yes to. But this idea of growing your growing your position, but more importantly, is the security for you right now. I don't see you leaving. Okay. I'm sorry. That's strange. There's something focusing on work. Workaholic, working hard. He's coming through. Definitely a financial payout there for all that hard work. You're doing good what you're doing, Libra, but I'm not sure you're happy there. And again, it's more the energy of the cards than it is any specific card I can point to. A sense of rote, a sense of a lack of creativity, a sense of that's not making. I don't think you're leaving. I don't think you're leaving right now. I don't think you should leave right now. In fact, it looks like there's bonus money coming in. For God's sake, leave before that shows up. But they're going to up your ante, and it just seems like it gets more and more and more. Ah, poor Libra. And yes, a lot of Libras I talk to, that's exactly, they're feeling really under the gun. And it's hard for Libras to say no. A lot of Libras struggle with that. So it's yeah, I can take that. Sure, I can do that. I'll happily help you out with that. And then next thing you know, they're juggling 12 projects, and it's just not good. All right. Scorpio. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to read this number light. It's right in my eyes. Holiday was nice. Very quiet, Liliana. Very quiet holiday. We stayed close to home and we kept it very quiet. My daughter Devin, it was a COVID Christmas. My daughter Devin had her boyfriend, now fiance, had COVID. A mild case, one of those 2-day cases of either a bad cold, light flu, but it was a 2-day thing. But of course, responsibly, they stayed home. And it's quiet. Scorpio, the Nine of Coins, the Knight of Coins reversed, the Ace of Swords reversed, the Seven of Wands reversed, the Five of Swords, and the Six of Wands reversed. All right. Okay. I want to say, I'm sorry. I'm seeing pictures of when I close my eyes, I'm seeing pictures that are not related to these damn cards. It's killing me. It's really weird. Something new. I'll sort that out. Money dreams coming true. Nine of Coins. Money's coming true. I almost want to think, Scorpio, you were promised something, told you in advance, told something was going to happen, and now it's just not. It's just not. And in fact, it looks like they might be questioning whether or not that you have the qualifications for something you were told you would have. And Coins reversed. It's like you're waiting for them to make it happen, make it rain, make it. You may need to go to HR on this. You may need to go to get some help on this. Instead of forgetting things they promised to get you on board. Any Scorpios out there? This would not sit well with the average Scorpio, by the way. The average Scorpio would not be pleased with this. Like, here's my expectations based on what you told me. Now I'm here, and we're not even talking about it. Ace of Swords reversed. We're not even talking about it anymore. Knight of Coins reversed. Money's not there. The Six of Wands reversed. The advancement's not there. Seven of Wands reversed. I want to say that they're looking at training or they're looking at your education, but it's not fair. Five of Swords is talk to an HR. Any Scorpios dealing with something? Oh, well, you are nice, Gail. You're not definitely a non-confrontational person. That is Libra. They hate confrontation. All right. Well, Scorpio, I would love to get some validation on that. If anyone is watching this, please do message me and let me know. It's not a hard reading, but it's kind of a miserable reading because, again, waiting for someone else to make their decision up that affects your life. All right. If someone's not keeping their word, if someone is, then you need to, speak to the powers that be. All right. Sagittarius. You're welcome, Gail. Sagittarius, we have the Emperor reversed. We have the Fool. We have the King of Coins reversed. The Knight of Cups reversed. The Ten of Swords. Eight of Coins. Okay. These cards have Sagittarius starting a new endeavor. Again, something new. They're bringing somebody along with them. It's either a sibling or a significant other, but they're bringing someone along. Again, this idea of making a big change. It's like they're going as a team, which is interesting. Coins. It's really being inspired by your work. What's coming up is really inspiring. Wherever you're bringing this to, I love the end product, but it looks like not everyone's on board with it. Not everybody's on board with you leaving and doing something very different. You're on board with it, that's for sure. I almost think it looks like one of the kids, one of your children or a young person, a young male, that like loses their nerve or last minute, not sure they want to go or do or. All right. I'm going to throw one more card, Sag, because I'm trying to make sense of this. Two of Wands. Yeah, it's going with somebody else. I'm going to absolutely say someone's offering something to you, something's coming out of the blue. This can work for me. This idea of, hey, you know what, yeah, they're hiring, put an application, I'll put a good word for you. But this idea of, yeah, but you're definitely going as a group, or as a group, a unit. Okay. All right. I like that. Okay. Capricorn. 3 signs left. Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. So Capricorn. Happy. We start off with the Ace of Wands. Creative endeavor. Wands are aces are the apex. So apex of creative opportunity. 5 of Wands reversed. That's no arguing. Nothing's just there. The Star, which I always say, the Star and the Sun, 2 best cards in the deck. The 4 of Swords, a sense of relief. A relief. 3 of Wands reversed. You got things to learn. Death reversed. Making some changes. You're making some changes. Capricorn, what are you making here? Oh, hold on. Queen of Wands reversed. Summers. Cappy, it looks honest like you're, you might be thinking of helping out a parent. That the Empress is usually a matriarch, parent, grandparent, that needs money, needs help. So here you are. It looks like this is a really successful thing for you, and yet you might be thinking of someone who's in need. Might be, or someone asks you who's in need. I'm not sure what you're going to do. It looks like they get themselves in trouble, and Cappy is not usually happy. It's not Cappy's not happy. Aries is the white knight. Capricorn is not. Aries has white knight syndrome. They rush in and but Capricorn kind of lingers and says, let's see what you did there. Well, tough love is in order, you know? I think you're gonna be reaching out and talking to someone in the family and making some decisions. Death reversed. It's you being done. Okay. Yeah. It's all good. I mean, they're wonderful cards for you. Death reverse. There may be a matriarch, someone in the family. It's not you. Okay. Your Queen of Coins. This reversed card. It's like you being asked for help. I'm not sure you're going to do it. Or if you do it, it's like, this is it. This is the last time. This is the last time. So it's like you got this wonderful success, and then it'd be like if you said, oh my God, I said my dream job. I'm so happy. I got a raise. I got this wonderful new position. Get a raise. Oh, can I borrow some money? It's like that, well, I need help, or I need, so it's, yeah. And there's a lot of that going around, by the way, a lot of that going around. Hearing it in my readings. Coming to a bit of money, and next thing you blow their hands out, and you're like, oh, come on. Because honestly, I think you'd like to spend it on yourself. I'll be honest with you, Capricorn. These cards have you wanting to kind of spoil yourself a little bit. All right. Aquarius, we have the 2 of Cups. That's lovely. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the 7 of Coins. The 10 of Cups. Justice reversed, and the World reversed. Oof. All right. Well, I mean, I love the 2 of Cups. That's usually a relationship that comes out of friendship, a friendship that grows into a relationship, and it's moving forward. The Wheel of Fortune. I mean, good luck, and this is great stuff. The 7 of Coins, this is a whole different tact, How can I make more money? What do I need to do to make more money? Now, I will say this. You may be thinking of moving in with somebody to save money. However, I don't think you really want to. I think the only reason you'd be doing it is to save money. I don't see it being like I don't think you want to do it. I don't think you want to lose your autonomy. Why do I say that? Justice reversed, world reversed. I don't know that you're ready for this. And it could just be someone said, hey, listen, if we live together, and it doesn't have to be romantic, it could be friends, let's get a place together. I think it sounds good at the first thought of it, but then when you really think about it and the actual action of I don't think you want to do it, Aquarius. I could be wrong. You like the idea of saving money. But I will say this, if you do this, if you move in with somebody, Aquarius, make sure you have some kind of rental agreement or contract, something. If you're buying a house together, which I don't think you are. This is more about moving in together than it does buying a house together. This is real estate. This is cohabitation. Make sure there's clear rules in place. Make sure you know who's paying for what and how it feels like it's this great, like, oh, let's do it. It'll be wonderful. It'll be great. And it isn't about going business. This is actually living with somebody. This isn't about this is about making a home with somebody. The 10 of Cups. Before you rush in and make a mistake, make sure you're ready to move forward. And you're hesitant. And I want to say you could get the shitty end of the stick, as my mother would say. As my mother would say, don't get stuck with the shitty end of the stick. Make sure everyone knows, who's paying for what, whose name is on the lease. Is that's always fun. Just do your legwork. Ask the hard questions. If it's hard to ask those kind of questions, then you probably shouldn't be living with somebody. You can't ask them specifically about money and finance and okay. All right. What do we got here? Hey, Kathleen, how are ya? Nicola, yeah. Okay. All right. Hey, Tara. All right. Last card. Pisces. 10 of Wands. Pressure's on. 6 of Cups reversed. Moon reversed. 3 of Swords. 6 of Swords reversed. 9 of Swords. Oh, man. Well, I'll tell you, when I look at these cards, I think of my own daughter, who's a Pisces, and of course I'm a Pisces. And she's here from Florida, and I told you her boyfriend overdosed, and so she's here under duress. She certainly loves Florida. And so looking at these cards, the pressure is on right now for her. She's got to get back into school. She's got to get things sorted out. 3 of Swords, doing it with a broken heart, doing it sad. She's sad every day. 6 of Cups reversed. She would love to go back. She really would love to go back. In fact, she's got to go back and sort out some things she's got in storage compartment there. Moon reversed. A lot of things being revealed. 6 of Swords reversed. Can't go. She can't go back. And the anxiety around that. Now, she just can't go back for the moment. Be assured. I'm not, she's not chained to her bed by any means. But she really ran out of options right now. She needs to finish school. But there is this sense of heartbreak. So I'm going to break that down. That was just and of course, I'm her mother. I'm looking at it too. I'm feeling it. It's hard for me. I tried to keep her in Florida. I tried everything I could to keep her there, including paying to keep her there, trying to keep things going. It's just a lot of things kind of exploded. It wasn't even her fault. Really, she didn't do anything wrong, but she wasn't meant to be there, as I said to her. As they were falling apart, like a domino effect, I'm like, you really should come home now. No? Okay. And then something else. Okay, you really need to come home. No? All right. No? Okay, plan C, plan F, plan H. You're running out of plans, honey. Anyway. How would I read it? Well, a lot of pressure. And again, this idea of I'd rather be someplace else, but I have to stay where I am. The moon reversed, things being revealed. The heartbreak. Sometimes, and this isn't her case, but it could be you have to be there because of addictions that have been revealed, weaknesses that have been revealed, a lot of anxiety. Some Pisces may find themselves in rehab. That could be part of it. You know, you got to go. Got to go to rehab. Can't leave right now. This really does speak to huge anxiety, dealing with things that you didn't think you had to be dealing with, things coming out of the woodwork. And that would be the theme of I didn't think I had to deal with this. I didn't think it would end like this. And God, verbatim, I've heard those words out of her mouth, but I didn't think it would end like this. Pressure's on. Of course, for me, for my own business, I'll personalize it. Pressure's on career-wise. Yep, I'm worried about another shutdown. Things have slowed down. I'm fine. But wondering what the future holds. You know, we're masking up again. It's and what's next to come? The moon reversed. What's being revealed? A lot of anxiety. And there's no moving forward, no going back. It's an interesting time. Not sure, but anyway, like I said, I haven't taught a class in 2 years. No one's touching the cards. I don't read palms. Turned all the tables lengthwise. We're always 6 feet apart. My teaching space is too small. I can't space this out 6 feet. And even then, I don't know I would even do it anyways in an enclosed room. It's like that right now, and I hate to give into it. This is for the first time I'm uneasy. So that's Pisces. I'm sure that applies to your own lives, but one last card. Queen of Swords. Oh man, Queen of Swords is always telling us to think logically, not emotionally. Hard for a Pisces. But that's the idea. Queen of Swords. Logic. Think. Mental. Mind. Use your brain, not your heart. Okay? All right. So guys, that's it for the week. I hope everyone's holding up okay and getting rest and eating well and do things you like doing. You know, don't make it a grind. A lot of us are grinding right now. Back to the grind. A lot of pressure. Find a relief valve somewhere. Read good books. Find a new show to watch on TV. Indulge yourself a little bit in some time off. And I know a lot of you are hiking. A lot of you are getting outside. I love that. I see your posts on social media. A lot of you are making the effort to get outside and clear your mind and hike or snowshoe or all kinds of cool stuff. Sledding with the kids. Get outside. Get fresh air in your lungs, okay? Change is coming. And again, coming fast. It's coming at many levels. And I to the point that I can't, the way I was reading today, closing my eyes and getting a whole other story other than what the cards were showing me. It was a weird thing. That was something kind of different and new for me. It's happened in my private readings too, unfortunately. And then trying to make sense of two very disjointed visions. Almost like somebody, you're talking and someone needs to say, but what if? Like, but what if what? You know? Oh, okay, yeah, that could happen. That kind of thing. And maybe that's the theme for the week. But what if? You know? And that could be one way or the other, man. But what if they found a cure? Or, but what if they resolve the budget? But what if we resolve the environmental crises and the icebergs stopped melting? That doesn't seem entirely likely, and I'm not one to fluff it up like that, you know? And I'm not. They're melting. There's no cure in sight. In fact, they just signed the Biden administration just signed with a German pharmaceutical company. They're building a factory in the States, thank goodness, building it here, but they'll be making test strips. The test strips that everyone has, well, they're making them. The thing is that the soonest they'll start producing is the end of 2024. 2024. Okay? Yeah. 24. It just turned 22. This does not give me hope. And that's the thing. Anyway, I don't, and that's, but what if? Keep your options open, guys. Keep your options open. Get your spiritual house clean. Know where you're directing your energy. And again, if that plane was falling out of the sky, you have minutes to live. No time to make a phone call. No cell phone's not working. It's just you and whoever the hell you call God or deity or most high. What are you saying? What are you praying for? What are you doing? Think about that for a minute, okay? Everyone, have a good night, have a good week, and everybody, please behave. Bye. You're welcome. Bye, guys.